They told you to work hard, get good grades, land a decent job, and save for retirement. They painted a picture of success with a white picket fence, a stable paycheck, and 2 weeks of vacation a year. And you believed them, because everyone around you did too. But deep down, something always felt off, didn't it? Like you were following a script written by someone who never wanted you to win. A script designed to keep you safe, but not free. Comfortable, but not rich. And now here you are, wondering why, after doing everything right, you still feel stuck. This isn't just about money. This is about mindset. This is about waking up to the biggest lie you were ever sold, the middle-class dream. Most people are born into the middle class, live in the middle class, and die in the middle class, never realizing they were trapped in a system designed to keep them exactly where they are. Not poor enough to rebel, not rich enough to escape, just stuck in the middle, surviving, playing it safe, hoping things magically get better. But the truth is, the middle-class mindset is the greatest silent killer of potential in human history. And it's not your fault, because nobody ever told you the truth, until now. Let's talk about the problem. Because the real trap isn't just low income or debt. It's how you think, it's how you see the world. The middle-class mindset teaches you to worship stability, to fear failure, to avoid risk at all costs. You're taught to seek permission, to wait your turn, to play small so you don't make others uncomfortable. You're taught to trade your time for money, to celebrate job security over freedom, and to believe that retirement at 65 is the finish line worth sacrificing your youth for. But here's the secret they never told you. The middle-class system was never meant to make you rich. It was meant to keep you obedient. Before we move on, if you like these videos and find them helpful, can you do me a favor and like this video and subscribe to my channel? This small action helps me a lot, but most importantly, helps other people improve their lives. I am truly grateful to every single one of you. Thank you. Let's move on. School didn't teach you how money works. It taught you how to follow rules, memorize, repeat, obey. You weren't trained to build wealth. You were trained to be an employee, to follow someone else's dream. And while you were learning how to pass tests, the wealthy were learning how to leverage systems. While you were told to save money, they were learning how to multiply it. While you were told to avoid debt, they were using debt to build empires. You see the difference? It's not just what they teach you, it's what they don't. The middle-class mindset tells you to fear losing your job, but the wealthy mindset sees that as the ultimate vulnerability, being dependent on one income stream that someone else controls. The middle-class mindset celebrates frugality, but the wealthy understand that you can never save your way to wealth. You have to earn, invest, and scale. The middle-class mindset thinks money is the goal, but the wealthy know that time is the real currency, freedom, options, ownership. And here's the kicker. Everything you were taught was designed to blind you from that truth. Most people will spend their whole lives chasing comfort. They'll choose the known pain of mediocrity over the unknown promise of greatness. They'll settle for good enough and call it success. But you're not most people. If you've read this far, it means there's a fire in you, a hunger. You've always felt like you were meant for more. And you were right. You were just trapped in a mindset that told you to shrink your dreams instead of expanding your possibilities. That's the real prison. Not your job, not your salary, your mindset. So how do you escape it? How do you break free from the middle-class matrix and start thinking like the top 1%? It starts with unlearning. You have to challenge everything you were taught, everything you assumed was normal. Because what's normal for the middle class is survival, and you were born to thrive. First, you must stop chasing money and start chasing value. Money is a byproduct of the value you create. The middle-class mindset says, how much can I get paid for my time? But the wealthy mindset asks, how can I create something once that pays me forever? That's the difference between linear income and leveraged income. One dies when you stop working. The other builds while you sleep. Next, stop seeing work as punishment and start seeing it as power. The middle class works to survive. The wealthy work to create, to build, to own. The job you hate might just be the training ground for the empire you're meant to lead. So don't just clock in, learn, study, network, build skills that compound over time. Your income will always rise to meet your level of personal growth. Another key? Learn the game of money. Not the version they taught you in school, the real game. Understand assets versus liabilities. Learn how to invest. Understand how taxes work. Study how the rich use corporations, real estate, and compound interest to stay wealthy, while doing less and owning more. The rich don't work harder, they work smarter, because they understand the rules. And once you do too, the game changes. But even more important than money is identity. You can't build a rich life with a poor mindset. You have to stop seeing yourself as a victim of the system and start seeing yourself as a creator of your destiny. You are not your job title. You are not your bank balance. You are not where you started. You are who you decide to become. Change your identity, and your circumstances will follow. Start thinking in terms of abundance instead of scarcity. The middle class believes there's a limit to success, that someone else's win is their loss. But the wealthy know that success is infinite, that the more value you create, the more the world gives back. Scarcity keeps you small, abundance sets you free. And here's the final piece. Take massive action. The middle class mindset is addicted to preparation, to waiting for the right time. But the truth is, clarity comes from doing, not thinking. You don't need all the answers to start. You just need to start. Take that first step. Launch that business. Learn that skill. Post that content. Have that conversation. Action cures fear. Progress builds confidence. And every time you move forward, you build a new identity, a stronger one. One step at a time, you leave the middle-class mindset behind. Because escaping the middle-class mindset isn't about looking rich. It's about becoming free. It's about buying back your time, choosing your days, living life on your terms. And that kind of life, it's not just possible, it's waiting for you. But no one's coming to hand it to you. You have to claim it. You have to unlearn what they taught you. You have to reprogram your mind for wealth, abundance, and freedom. You were never meant to just survive. You were meant to lead, to create, to inspire. You don't need permission to live fully. You just need to wake up and realize that the cage was always open. The middle-class mindset is a story. You can stop believing it, you can write a new one. And in that story, you're not just a character, you're the author. So now the question is, are you ready to escape? Because once you see the truth, you can't unsee it. The comfort zone is a beautiful place, but nothing grows there. The middle-class mindset feels safe until it slowly steals your dreams. And the only way out is through discipline, courage, and belief. Not belief in the system, not belief in the past, belief in yourself. This isn't just motivation. This is transformation. And it starts now. If you made it until here, leave a mind emoji in the comments. I want to see how many of you reach the end and finish what they start. Thank you so much for watching. Take care and keep improving day by day. Together, we are unstoppable.